Hi and welcome back to another one of these videos. I haven't even finished editing the fuel pump one because there's so much to edit. And I'm gonna go ahead and start on the freaking AC condenser here. Clutch's broken and I got the new one for decently cheap, so I mean I was thinking about rebuilding the clutch, but it's ancient. Even if I rebuild the clutch, it's probably not gonna work. And yeah, so I'm gonna get to it. This shouldn't take long, I hope, because there's no Freon in the system. It's already been bled out. If you do intend to do this, first thing you need to go do is go to a mechanic shop and get them to let the Freon out. That's the legal method. There are some little illegal ways. But I'm not advising you to do those. So let me get to this. And the first thing we're gonna want to do is go ahead and take the belt off, which I've done this once before. Just go ahead and just loosen this as much as it'll go. Can't tell if this is actually moving or if this is too big. There you go. So loosen this all the way, and then just shimmy the belt off. And yeah, I'll get back to y'all right after I finish. All right, now I kind of just have the belt off. It kind of tucked to the side over here. Just gotta make sure I don't crank it for no reason. But yeah, and also remember to tighten the bolt on the tensioner pulley down there, or not tighten it, loosen it. That way you can tighten it and loosen it, because that's the only way you can. But yeah, now we can take off, let's see, take off all the electrical stuff. Should just be this one sensor right here. Actually, I don't even have to take that off, because he should pop right off of this and unbolt it, put in a new one. So yep, starting on taking out the bolts. We got one very rusty bolt out, and we got like 3 more, and hopefully this won't be too bad. No. The most unfortunate thing happened trying to take out this bolt right here. It snapped, straight up just snapped on me. And this side, you know, goes up and down. This side a little bit, so I didn't get it very far. I'm gonna have to think of a strat to get this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's such long bolts. They're freaking huge. I mean, I guess I guess there's a decent amount still in there too. But I unscrewed it about yay much, I'm sure. So there's just like that much holding it on. So I could probably just yank it off. Hopefully. Maybe. I'll have to just try, I guess. Alright, there's the old one. We were able to kind of wiggle it off. There's the broken bolt. And there's some crap right here. This was like in the shape of something. It kind of looked like, I kind of touched it earlier, so it kind of fell apart. But it was like a long strip of like what looked like old hosing. Like an old belt. Like rivets and stuff, but they're so old that it's kind of disintegrated. Anyways, I've already put WD-40 on what's left of this freaking bolt sticking out, and I guess I'm gonna get some pliers and try to just wiggle it off, or like spin it off, but I don't know if this is gonna work, but maybe, hopefully. Alright, I found epoxy resin and a bolt that matches it, and I screwed it down as tight as I could with the epoxy resin on the threads, and now I just have to wait for it to kind of like dry, and then I could try taking it off, and maybe it might just unscrew off. This might be a really dumb plan, or it might be a good plan. It just depends on if it works or not, I guess. Awesome transition to when it dries. Trying it again with thread locker. This time I got tape over it so the thread locker don't get on the mount thing. But you know, hopefully this will do better. I currently have the most gorgeous looking lighting ever, but apparently the thread locker takes like 24 hours to dry, so I'm gonna have to just come back tomorrow and hope that it's dry, and that it works. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Yeah, so shoot, if this freaking bolt didn't snap, I'd be done right now. Like, just to state how easy this would be if that thing didn't freaking break. Like, this turned like a 30-minute job into a pain in the rear. So yeah, epic transition tomorrow. Maybe this time I'll remember to do the other part of the transition. Okay, it's another day. I got this tool right here. You spin it one way and it loosens, you spin it another way and it tightens, and then it tightens to the point where it starts spinning, and hopefully This thing's not too short for it to just break off. Hopefully this works. And I've been putting WD-40 on it for like the past few days. I'll spray a little more before I do this. But hopefully this is all enough to get it just out of the way out of here. And slap on a new one. I think it'd be just great. Oh, it's another day. We put it in there, we put the belt back on. I couldn't get the stud out because I just got angry and accidentally put everything back together. So you'll notice we have this here. I lodged it in with the Scotch-Brite pad and it's not going anywhere, and it still looks like I have all 4 bolts. Everything's tightened down and now it's just ready to be start. I'm really hoping this somehow doesn't like explode or like the battery's dead or something, because it's been kind of sitting for a few days now. Alright, please, Lord. Let's see, that's normal because it's got to resituate. Yeah. And that concludes that. Alrighty, it stopped squeaking. But I mean, look at that. It's a brand new part, looks shiny. Everything else isn't shiny, but that is. Yeah. This has actually been like a while in the making because I've just been too lazy to fill it up with Freon because it's kind of hard. It was a lot hard. It looked a lot hard. It looked hard. I'm about to do it, but and I also had to get the vacuum pump and the AC gauges. But everything's lined up now. I'm gonna fill it up with Freon. We'll make sure it doesn't have any leaks first and fill it up with Freon. And I'll see if I can't get this thing working. All right, now we could start getting it ready for Freon and testing if there's any leaks in the system anywhere. Since this is a new compressor, I'm gonna be filling it up with a little bit more oil. Because the system should still have a pretty decent amount of oil in there. So I'm going to do maybe a little over half of this jug. So I forgot how many ounces it needed, but it wasn't much. And then I'll hook up the vacuum pump up to it and make sure it holds a vacuum for an hour. Alright, so I'm going to pour a little bit in that port and a little bit in that port. And it needs to be, it comes with a little bit of PEG oil in there. So I need to be kind of careful about this, because if I do too much PEG oil, I might burn out the clutch, but if I do too little PEG oil, I might burn out the clutch, which is just a little bit of a gamble. But it's also really hard to get the oil that's in there out. And I'm sure they didn't put more than like 1 or 2 ounces of it, so. Which, I mean, I'd call, because Murray made this, I called them and asked, like, how much did y'all put in there? And they were like, I don't know, so. I'll just, like I said, do about a little over half of this and hope that works. Using a vacuum pump and the gauges, it's held a vacuum for an hour and I let it suck some more moisture out of there for a while. And if you're following along or just want to know, that's the low side back there, and this is the high side right here on the compressor. And you also can't mix them up because they're 2 different sizes. I believe the high side is a little bit bigger on the low side, and the yellow line just goes right on top of the shoot, I can't think, the vacuum pump. Now we're going to put our can of Freon on this. This whole system takes 20 ounces of Freon. These both have 12. I've got this really crappy scale right here, and I measured this to be about 15.5 ounces is the weight of this can. And so I'm gonna empty it till it weighs about, shoot, if you didn't do the math beforehand, let's see, 15.5 minus 10. So when it weighs about 5.5 ounces, then that'll be the AC system fully charged up. All right, I've got the adapter on the can, and I'm about to have to do a lot of scrambling around here, so it's probably gonna be hard to film. But I'm gonna turn on the Jeep, I'm gonna turn the AC on. The compressor's not gonna turn on because there's not enough Freon, but I'm gonna start adding Freon into the system. And so that, after it has enough Freon in the system, the clutch will turn on, and that'll help suck out the rest of the Freon. And once I feel that the rest of the Freon is out of there, I'm gonna get 10 ounces of Freon out of that one. Wait, shoot, no, I need to get 8 ounces. Yeah, okay, so once I get 8 ounces of Freon out of that one, the system will be completely full. I can shut everything off, and then just let it run for a bit and make sure the clutch on the compressor or anything doesn't explode. So yeah, and using a small flathead, push on the purge valve there and get all the air out. It should just start just only being Freon, no air. It'll be a white mist. There it goes. Going into the system. You can see it passing through. Seeing it going through, I might be doing something wrong. Let it keep going, but I'm seeing it pass through. Yeah! It's spinning, and it's getting there, and I had to put it under a vacuum, but it's sucking it in. And that's turned on. Now the belt's tweaking like crazy. I need to, because I just had to take it off, and now I've tightened it. This can is cold as all get out. It's not sounding pretty, but let me check. It's not hot or anything, so it's fine. I do need to tighten that here in a sec, but taking it. Come on, please. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh yeah, it's almost getting it off. I'm not seeing any very noticeable leaks. I don't know if the air is getting cold in there or what. Oh my God, it's cold! Oh my God! Dude, I've been waiting forever for that. Oh my God. Jesus. I can't believe it's working. I was not expecting that. This is cold too, but it's still got a little bit left. I wish it would stop rotating on me. Oh. Nope. This can is slap out, so let me change cans. I blew it up. So basically, if you look in there, you can like see where a Fraser valve should be, but it's not there. Whenever I redid the heater core, I had to take that out to get the Freon out. Legally at a shop. They definitely got it. But I never put the Fraser valve back in there, and so the AC was working. It was blowing super cold. I was super excited about it, and then I take off whatever side that was. I can't even remember. What was it? I take off the low side. Everything's fine. I take off the high side, and it shoots up Freon like 10 feet high and a little mushroom cloud. And I'm like, oh God, no. And I try to shove the hose back on there, but it's just not going back on. And I don't want to sit here breathing in Freon, so I have to like kind of speed walk in that direction while looking in horror at what was taking place. Now all my Freon that I just bought is gone into the atmosphere. But it was an accident, so it doesn't count as being illegal, I hope. And now I gotta get a Fraser valve and do the same process. But now that I know what to do, it'll probably take me like 30 minutes to fix it. I just replaced my Fraser valve. And look at that. Look what's hidden right there. My old Fraser valve. So I did put it in there. It just got shot out at like Mock Jesus and landed right there. I can't grab it. I might have to grab some tweezers. It's holding a good vacuum. I'm about to bleed out this line again for like the 5th time. Got more coolant, not coolant, crap. I got more Freon because all the rest of it just got blown out of the system. But I put the old Fraser valve in there and I tightened it super tight, so it should not go anywhere. Because I don't think it was tightened down at all last time. It landed, shot up and landed right there, which is pretty convenient that I found it, because those other ones did not fit too well. They were letting a little bit of air out somehow. That one's airtight, so Yeah, let me fill her back up again and try this again. I tightened myself to the squeaking last time. Move that out of the way. Oh, that's that. Man, it's cold. Alright, the seal on that just broke. Man. There we go. Hey. Alright. This right here is the part that almost killed me. Pray for me here. If the air stays in, it's a good one. Let me get the cap ready. It shouldn't have to be like this, but. Oh, we did it. It's in there. Okay, now I gotta do the same thing for your side, though. This one's kind of scary, too. There it is. It's done. Take these stupid glasses off now. That's terrifying. Okay, especially after I wish I had that on video. I wish I had it set up how I have it now. I swear, man, I should have got that on video. Last time the whole thing just freaking exploded with Freon, bro. Whenever I guess I didn't close it. It was a mixture of things I probably did wrong. It's all in there now. I honestly, there still might be a leak in there somewhere. It might all just go to waste and leaves, but shoot, it's in there, man. Well, that concludes this video right here. The AC was blowing cold in there, super cold actually. Working great. Still terrifying. Would I recommend working on your own AC? Sure, it's cheaper. Well, technically not cheaper because I had to buy two extra cans of Freon because I messed up the first time. It's a learning process. I'm sure the next time I do it, I won't need 2 extra cans of Freon. Yeah, which this thing hasn't had air conditioning since like before I was born. This is a crazy thing, actually. It feels modern now, actually. I view it in a different way now. It like has like a modern feature now. It's not just something you have to roll down the windows down anymore. I hope it doesn't just all leak away. If that happens, then we're gonna have to do a leak detectant video. We're gonna have to put the UV dye in there and get the little glasses and the little light and gotta look at where it's leaking at. Yeah, that was a little difficult. Certainly a little difficult. But we did it. I'm just yapping now. I need to end this video. Alright. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, I guess, and I'll see you all later. Made it all the way to work and the AC's still blowing cold.